Hello everybody, I'm Spark249, welcome to episode 2 of Rayman 2, and I'm going to be doing level 2. So, although you can see that level 1 only has 5 lums and 2 cages, level 2 has quite a few more, and this is the standard. Level 1 has very, very few. So, let's jump straight in and start the Fairy Glade. Right, now, I mentioned this at the beginning of the first level, but they weren't yet active. This is the return portal. If I run into it, it'll take me back to the hub. But let's go. So the very first thing you guys notice is there's water, and Rayman, unlike the first game, can actually swim. Blue lums will refill your air meter, and they do regenerate after a short time. And I'm coming down here because there is a cage and a yellow lum or two. Some of the lums have faces, and I have no idea if that's indicative of anything at all. Okay, let's get back out of here. Unlike some games where if your air meter runs out, you'll begin to take damage, if Rayman's air meter runs out, he'll immediately die. Okay, now I don't think there's any more in the water, but I haven't played this game in quite some time, so it doesn't help to just flutter around for a few seconds. Sorry, it doesn't hurt to just flutter around for a few seconds. Let's have a peek. Nope. Okay. Now, if playing video games teaches you anything, you should know that this standalone mushroom is bouncy. And you can cling onto these vines. And that music is generally this game's "you solved something, you opened something" little jingle. Alright, let's go. Now, coming around here, that's a green lum, that's a checkpoint. Now this water, if you see this symbol, basically the dark murky water, Rayman cannot jump into. He will die. Red lum for health. And going up here. By the way, getting all the cages and all the lums in one level entitles you to play a bonus game. That's a switch that I can hit and it'll open the gate down there. And although they don't render from this distance, Glowbox's kids are actually outside of it. But first of all, I'm going to run all the way up here. Just go and break that cage and get a lum. So we're already at 8 for this level. We've already nearly doubled how many we got from the first level alone. So lums are quite plentiful. And you do need to pick up a significant portion of them. Yep, green lums explained, they are a checkpoint. Dark murky water with the piranha sign, so don't jump in if you value Rayman's life. This is horrible murky sludge. And where you want to go is you want to go up here, run along, and run right up to the end, jump, and begin helicoptering down. Because once you stand on this barrel, it'll begin moving. So I'm going to take it around here. It's following a set path, I'm not controlling it or anything. And you can see this is the one issue I have in this game, is that things don't render from a distance. So grab the yellow lum in particular. The red lums are not so important. And once the barrel approaches this point, jump onto the land. And now we climb back up. And instead of jumping off the side, I'm going to keep climbing up. Jump on these bellows, going down here. Now, when I first played this game, when I was really little, I did not like this area. And the reason why is because I found those things terrifying. They take one shot to kill. Oh, I've lost camera control because I'm supposed to be climbing this tree. So there's not much interesting in this area, just climb up to this point, drop, and some health down here if you need it. Okay, Okay, you can hear help. You can actually see carefully. There's a cage in there. Can't get to it from here, though, so what we need to do is need to climb this way. Now, be very careful of the piranha. Jump up there. I'll actually wait for him. Keep going. So if you hear someone screaming help, that is a cage. Every single time. And if you run up here, you'll encounter a mini-boss of sorts. Now, this is the first of many pirates we're going to encounter throughout the game. Catch being, we're not supposed to fight this one. Instead, this one's got the ability to throw explosive barrels at us. And what you're supposed to do is stand on this mark with the bandages and let him attack it. Then jump down the hole. So, use your shadow and your helicopter. The shadow's a good call, I don't need the helicopter. Now, these red lumps have just appeared and started ticking. They're timed. From when you pick up the first one, there's a certain amount of time until they all vanish. Look at this web, you can grab onto it, yet another climbable surface. And it's trying to rain explosive barrels on me, but they're easy enough to dodge. There we go. This bandage you can just attack to knock in. I'm not missing anything over there. Good. And there's another switch up there, and as you can probably guess, it deactivates that laser grid. But there is a pirate asleep underneath it, so let's go and deal with him. Hello, Murphy. How art thou? Careful, there are lots of pirates in the area. There's a good chance you'll have to fight one. To move around during combat, press Control. This will allow you to keep your enemy targeted and make it easier to avoid his shots. So indeed, by holding Control or LB on my controller, I'm basically strafing around him. He is very easy to attack. They just have very long invincibility periods to wait for. And each colour of pirate acts slightly differently, but the red ones barely have an invincibility period. They are very, very easy to kill. Come on. There's another one in here. He's got less health though, so... There we go, he's dealt with. Now I'll deal with Murphy. And you saw that thing come down there. So once you kill that pirate, this bit drops. And as you climb up and hang onto the ceiling and grab a few extra lums... But I'm actually going to stop for a second, because you can pick up these powder kegs by standing in front of them for a split second. And you can't normally attack while holding one. What you can do is if you push the jump button, Rayman will throw it straight up. If you're standing still, he'll catch it again. If you push the attack button, Rayman will throw it forwards. And sort of home in. And by running down here, is a cage. There's another one down there. I'm going to have to revisit practically every single level at some point. Just because the levels are too vast and I can't remember them well enough for me to go and grab everything in one trip without taking forever. So, climb up. Climb through this little hole in the middle. And then helicopter down. Shoot the switch. And use this springboard to get out. Just jump between these lasers and try not to get fried. Fight the pirate. Dealt with. That turns off the laser grid. We can carry on downstairs into this gigantic ship, which is quite richly appointed. Look at that carpeting. So more avoiding the lasers of doom. Not too difficult. You can just keep moving. And, well, I'm evidently not going to make this jump. The reason why is there's Lee, trapped inside this strange machine. Well, I need to free her. And the way you free her is by running down this tunnel. And you can pick up a powder keg. You walk forwards, At some point, it's going to send one of these little things at you. Throw up the thing, shoot it, and catch the keg again. Walk forwards, throw the keg at one of these things, rinse and repeat. Thought I'd missed then. Actually going to wait a second. So you want to walk in far enough forwards that Rayman will actually hit the mark. And once you throw out the third one, you'll actually lose control and it'll go into a cutscene. Nearly there. And after all that work, this strange machine explodes. Lee is freed. Lee, are you okay? Oh, well. We've got the one silver lung, which gave us the ability to throw the magic fist. And we need to get rid of these pirates. But we need more powers. Lee is apparently too weak to give us back all our powers. They destroyed the heart of the world. And combining the energy back together is difficult. There is another solution. Have you ever heard of Polycus? No. He's the spirit of the world. His power is immense. He could help you defeat the pirates. He's basically the god of the Rayman world. Unfortunately, he has been sleeping for many years, and there is a legend which says he could be awakened. If you reunite the four masks... The four masks? The masks are magical and very powerful. They are hidden in secret and mysterious places. Find them, Rayman. It's our only hope. I'll help you by giving you all the energy I've gathered. In a handy-dandy little silver lung. Which of course grants us a brand new power. And now she's just going to teleport away because, you know, she couldn't send me anywhere useful. No, I need to run. These are purple lumps. And they're the equivalent of the floating rings from the first game. So by shooting them, you can grab onto them on a little tether, swing around and jump off. So that's why I couldn't make this jump. Need to do that. Here's another part where you need to do this. There aren't many places in the game where you need to climb up like this. Now we jump. So you can see the levels, apart from level 1, are much, much longer than you'd think. So what you want to do here is helicopter down, so that you have an opportunity to grab all of these. Fortunately, I don't have camera control down here. So I knew there weren't any more, but this is quite a narrow... thing to fight on. There we are. So we've got 2 more golden lums. Just be careful not to fall in that water of death. And this is the rough end of the level. I believe Murphy's going to turn up. No? Oh, that's some lag. All you have to do is helicopter in the middle of one of these tornadoes, air currents, I'm not entirely sure what to do. Wait until you get to the top and aim for the one that seems the most likely. And then to get that one below me, I'll actually need to drop and turn on the helicopter at the same time. If you turn it on too low, you'll fall out and have to do the entire thing again. So where's the next wind tunnel vent thing? There she blows. Alright, so as long as you go in a straight line, you should make it every single time. Alright, that's the next one, I believe. Now, you want to go to all of them in turn, just so that you can grab all the lums. There's 2 in each. Okay, wait until you're at the very top though, or else you might just fall short. And this is a slow and tedious part of the level. Oh, just got that one off the bat, I didn't need to drop. Nearly there. Yes, I'm helping, I'm coming for you, you stupid cage. Here's the thing that annoys me. In a lot of the cages, it contains a teensy, but... better go for that one. There's no... They're clearly shouting, help. But the teensies don't speak like that. Because, I don't know, are they lums in the cages? Because in the first game, there are electoons. They're the ones that are trapped inside the cages. So you can clearly see that in the art, and even when you smash one open, it clearly releases electoons. In this one, some of them contain lums, some of them contain teensies, neither of which should be speaking English. So all you want to do is just hover here and take a shot at that lum. You get an immensely long tether, and you can jump clean off, helicopter down. This is the end warp tile. Notice how it's not active to end the level. Reason for that is because there's always a cage nearby. And all you have to do is break it. It contains a teensy and a hat. Oh yes, by the way, every few cages you break, I think it's every 10, I might be wrong about that, you get an extended health bar. So let the teensy get all the way over to the end, stand there with Rayman. You get to put up with that, and it opens a doorway to the Hall of Doors. So now I can exit the level. We get a small tally of how well I did. And we get a couple of sad Rayman faces. Bonus level, access denied. Oh well. Well, that's the end of that level. The third one is the Marshes of Awakening, which I'll be doing next time. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm Spark249. Have fun.